Hello again, everybody. So I know I said I'd put this video up last Friday, but I got to thinking about it, and I decided for this video I wanted to keep it as positive as I could. That's why we are outside today, because it's such a beautiful day. I just couldn't pass up sitting outside and just enjoying it. So we're recording the video outside, and I also decided, if you watched my previous video, you know that this topic I'm going to be talking about today are the positive and negative things about being trans. Well, I decided only to do the positive. Like I said, you know, I want to keep this video as positive as possible, because, you know, there's so much sadness that comes from, you know, reports about, you know, trans kids committing suicide and, you know, all this other stuff, and there's just already so much negativity that people have to see around this subject that I really just wanted to keep it positive. So if, you know, some kid totally confused about their gender, or even about themselves, you know, if they were to click on my channel, I'd want them to see that they're normal and they're fine, and that, you know, it's okay to be this way. And yes, there is negativity surrounding this, but there's so much good that has come from this, and I just want to share that. So I made myself a list to keep from rambling, even though that's what I'm clearly doing already. And I apologize for any noise. As I said, I am outside, so you'll probably hear a little bit of the wind, because the wind has decided to pick up, of course. And you'll probably hear the birds and stuff like that, so I apologize for that. So let's just get right into it, okay? So the first thing I have written here is self-discovery. Now, what I mean by this is that I have found so much about myself that a lot of people my age haven't figured out yet. And that's because I really had to look at the person I am. Because, you know, being born to think a certain way and being raised to think a certain way in society, and, you know, to try to be this person that society has created, you know, and then realizing that, you know, you're not this person, it really makes you look at yourself, you know, to see, you know, what's wrong with me, you know, why can't I just be this person that everybody else wants me to be? And then, you know, you have to go through the process of discovering that it's okay not to be what society has created, and, you know, it's okay to be who you are. And I'm not even just talking, like, about just my gender. Like, I've had to discover so much about, you know, myself, in that, you know, like my dislikes and my likes and my sexuality and just all this stuff that I've had to spend, you know, years, and I'm still trying. I still have no idea, you know, but that's just how life is. But I have, you know, I once had a conversation about this with my, at the time, girlfriend, and we were talking about, you know, what would have happened had, you know, I been born a man. And really, the only two outcomes we determined were, I would have been born a man, and I would have went my whole life being that man and not having to worry about not being who I am. And I wouldn't, on some level, I'm gonna sound really offensive right now, and I really don't want to. On some level, I'd be ignorant. And okay, yes, you can educate yourself, but cis people have this kind of privilege, and it's a privilege that they get to walk through life every single day of their life knowing exactly who they are, and having everybody see them for exactly who they are. And I feel like on some level that makes you a little bit ignorant to what you could be. Do you know what I mean? I'm like I said, I'm really not trying to sound offensive. And I know that's going to sound offensive, and I apologize that it sounds offensive. But that's just, you know, it is what it is. It's true. It is. I'm sorry, but it is. I'm going to move on, because I'm going to move on. Yes, self-discovery. That's a good thing. My second good thing is that knowing who my true friends are. And I have this in quotes because what I mean by friends is that I mean anybody who truly cares about me. Because growing up in high school, I didn't have a lot of friends. I had people who were really close to me that I kept, that I still keep in touch with to this day. I have friends who I met in college that, they'll be my friends for the rest of my life. And so I make those kind of friends. I make those kind of connections with people. I don't just have people who, I'll call up whenever I'm bored. When I make a friend for life, and I try to. And so when I say friends, I mean something more than that. I mean people who truly care about me, and that's what I mean by this is, on some level, this can be seen as a good or a bad thing. Because when you come out, this is like a huge thing for everybody in your life. When you come out as trans, it doesn't only impact you. It impacts every single person you come in contact with every single day of your life. And, being able to come out and have so much support from everybody, it really shows me that the friendships I made were true friendships, and it showed me the people who really do care and the people who see me for me and not just one part of who I am. And on some level, that's really hard, because I think for me, I consider this a positive, because I did get so much support, and I did get so much positivity? Positivity? I don't think that's how you say that. Maybe. Anyways, I got so much just good energy from the people in my life. Like, yeah, okay, there have been some people who, haven't really, it's not that they don't accept it, they just don't understand. But I don't really think I've had, apart from the strangers, who are just going to be bigots to be bigots, I don't really think I've had anybody personal in my life not accept this about me. And so I feel like the people who do have people who, they have the families who disown them for being trans or gay or whatever, for being anything outside the binary, and the people who have friends who just drop them like that as soon as they find out. That's hard. But I feel like on some level it's a blessing in disguise, because those people, they thought that way long before you were their friend. And yeah, it sucks to figure out, to be the person, that makes them come out, to show their true colors. But, it's better, to know an ugly truth than a beautiful lie. You'd rather know that this person is exactly that, who they are, than go about life thinking that, you guys are just perfect matches for each other, and you're just going to be the best friends for life, and that this person loves everything about you, and that this person is totally fine with everything. It's good to know that that's not, it's not always what it appears. And again, I reiterate, it does suck having to find that out. But I think in the end, it's better. I don't know. If you guys have anything to contribute, please put it in the comments. I would love, to discuss this. If, if I'm making an ass of myself, please tell me in the comments. But again, I want to say something, and I should have said this from the beginning of the video. This is only my perspective and my perception of what it is to be trans. What I'm talking about only comes from me. I can't speak for anybody else. These positive things are my positive things. So, yes, if I'm making an ass of myself, or if you guys have anything else to contribute, please put it in the comments. I beg you. I would love to talk about this. So the third thing I have here on my list is becoming closer to the people I do care about. And I think going through this journey and this process, it's inevitable, because you're revealing something about yourself that is so, again, it's only a small part of who you are, but at the same time, it's something that you have needed to be your whole life. Even though it took you however long it took you to figure it out. God, it took Caitlin 67 years, I believe. But, she finally did figure out who she was. And you know, it happens, and, you know, the people, you know, a lot of times don't understand that it isn't something that, you know, we just wake up and know. Some people, yes, they wake up and they know they're trans, but some people, they don't. And when it comes to a point where you have known this person as one gender their whole life, and all of a sudden, whoa, that's not who they were, ever. You know, it kind of really, it really brings you, you know, it really, I don't know what I'm trying to say. What I'm thinking isn't coming out. I don't know what I'm trying to say. My brain I have a hard time expressing what's going on in my head to words. But you do become closer with these people because, you know, it's just something that, like I said, everybody has to take on. And I don't want to say that to make anybody feel bad. Don't feel bad. If you're in the closet about being trans and you're scared that this is going to put a huge burden on somebody else, don't do that to yourself. You need to just understand that you need to be happy with yourself, because at the end of the day, you're the only person you can control. And the people who are okay with this are the people who are meant to stay in your life forever. And you become so close with these people because, you know, they're taking on something that a lot of the time they don't understand. And being able to make them understand and have them see, you know, what this is about and what this is and who you are, it really draws you close to that person, or at least in my experience. Again, I can only go off of my experiences. So there's that one. So for the next one I have, meeting new people. Oh my god. I have met so many people in this community, that are just wonderful people. They're wonderful, wonderful people. And on some level, I appreciate and I care about and love every single one of them as people. And on some level, don't get me wrong, I love all my cisgendered friends, I love all my straight friends, you know, but it really comes down to nobody knows what you're going through unless they're going through it as well. So, yes, cisgendered people can relate, but they don't know what a trans kid is going through like a trans person. I shouldn't say kid, because there's not just kids. But you get what I mean. It takes one to know one, you know, and it's to look and see, you know, we can bounce off of each other, we can, you know, lean on each other when, you know, the world is shitting on us. You know, we have that support, and we know what it's like. Firsthand, we know what it's like. And meeting these people and seeing that there is so many people, even though we're all hidden away and tucked away, there's so many of us out there in all shapes and sizes, and it's absolutely incredible, and I love it. And I love having gone through this experience to be able to meet these people. Maybe I could have met them, you know, down further in my life, but because I am trans, I was almost guaranteed that I would be able to meet these people, and it's wonderful. And that's kind of what I want to do with this channel too, is I want to meet you guys, and I want to help you guys, and I want us to all help each other and just be a community. You know, like I said, I want us to be a family, and that's just what I want for everybody. And being able to meet these people, and, you know, it's just wonderful. It's a wonderful thing, and I love meeting these people, which is odd because I typically don't like meeting people. Anyways, yes, meeting people, it's wonderful. I notice when I get excited about things, I kind of just start to ramble. But it's good. It's, you know, and I hope that if there is somebody struggling out there, you do get to meet people like this that, you know, will tell you that it's not all bad and it does get better. You know, even as cliche as that sounds, it does. It really does get better, and you do meet people. You just gotta hang on. Really. And I know I keep coming back to this, and I keep straying off of my topic because of this, but I think I saw a statistic somewhere that said half of every trans person will commit suicide. Half. That is ridiculous. And it's because they are born into a society most of the time that doesn't understand, and by not understanding, they hate. And that's that's not an appropriate way to go about not understanding something or someone. And they feel like, they're just not worth it. They're not worth being in a society that doesn't accept them. And it's awful, and it's tragic. And, I wish everybody could get along, but, that's not the reality of the world. And I just wish society would open their eyes and understand that, people are people no matter what. It doesn't matter who you like. It doesn't matter who you are. You're a person. Everybody is a person, and we all deserve empathy and respect above everything. I don't give a shit if you think I'm not worthy enough to lick the dirt off your shoes. I deserve the respect I'm giving you. I'm sorry. But what I was saying about that, and I'll just stop right there, is that you do meet people that understand and accept it and help you. Oh my god, I've gotten so much support and so much help because of these people. It's wonderful. I think what I'm going to start doing in every one of my videos, and I know, again, I'm all over the place, but just bear with me. I'm going to start linking support groups and stuff from, like, Facebook and, suicide hotlines and stuff like that every single video. That way that if somebody clicks on any one of my videos for help, that they will get that, And like I said, I have gotten so much support from the groups I'm going to link that it's kind of helped me see that, waiting and all of it is worth it. So, yes, I will start linking support groups and stuff like that in the description every single video. So, if you need that, please, I encourage you, go look at these support groups. They're there for a reason. They're support groups for a reason. And it's wonderful. And, yeah, you meet great people. Moving on to the next one. I have learned to appreciate myself more. Yes, you get that dysphoria, and you get that, why do I have to look like this? But on some level, I appreciate what my body can become, I guess. I appreciate that, yes, I was born this way, and stuff like my bones will never change. And I will never fully lose the curves I was born with. But on the same level, I can be muscular, and I can, I gotta put in the time and the effort, and I can make my body what I want it to be. I know, really, being trans shouldn't have to show me this, but, you are whoever you want to be. You just gotta, have the patience and the willing to put in the effort to make the person you want to be. And I guess being trans, I've been able to, I guess, start over, and be the person and have the body that I want. And yes, don't get me wrong, I have so much top dysphoria. It's like, even sitting around the house, if I feel my chesticles touch any part of my body, I just cringe. I can't do it. It's horrible. I have so much chest dysphoria, but at the same time, I can look at my chest and be like, someday, these are going to be made of muscle. And, I look at my stomach and I'm like, I'm not obese, I'm finally actually at a good weight. And I think a lot of that does have to do with tea, because I have been eating. I know in, my month change video, I said I wasn't really eating a lot, but that was actually a complete lie. I have been eating, and I only noticed it these past couple weeks, but I have been eating so much. Like, I noticed it because we went to, let's see, where did we go? It was probably McDonald's or something, and it was McDonald's because I got chicken nuggets, and I got a 20-piece chicken nugget, and I ate the entire thing. I apologize for that. My mom called me. Anyways, back to the topic. Learning to appreciate myself. And I really, really have, because I did through a stage of self-hate for a long, long time. And I couldn't figure out why. And when I finally figured out why, I started to learn that, you know, I am a human being, like everybody else. And, you know, to me, I'm worth something. So, and that goes along with appreciating my body and just everything about myself in general. A little bit more. The next thing is finding a missing part of myself. Because leading up, you know, I wasn't one of those people that I knew right away I was trans. I didn't figure it out for a long time. In fact, I've really only accepted it for the past probably about a year and a half almost. I've only really been living as a socialized male for, I don't know, probably a year. Sorry, there's a car driving by. It's a van. It's a scary white van. Just kidding. But, so I didn't know. But, well, in my case, I suppressed it because my stepmother made it very clear to me at a very early age that I was a woman in her eyes, and that was that. I was a woman, and I was going to act like a woman and be a woman. And so that's how I grew up, and it scared me, so I suppressed it. I just suppressed even any kind of, like, anything about it. Like, I would shave all my hair off, and I'd be like, nope. And then I decided, okay, I could accept that I like women. I can accept that about myself, because I do. So I just identified it as lesbian. But I was really proud as a lesbian. I was a really, really proud lesbian. But it wasn't until I went to college and I was able to break free of that fear that I really started discovering myself and really understanding what I had been suppressing for so long. And to finally figure that out, it was just, I know it's like everybody's, you know, not everybody's, but a lot of guys, they're like, you know, it was that moment that, you know, I finally figured it out. When I figured it out, it just hit me. And I was like, oh my god, like, how did I not see this before? Like, this is so obvious. I'd even thought about it before. You know, I'd even thought about, you know, I'd be so much happier as a guy, but, like, I just didn't want to accept that about myself. So I didn't. But now I have figured that out, and it's like I have found what has been suppressed for so long and what I've been missing for so long. So yes, there's that one. And then, hold on, I lost where I was on my next one. This one is like probably the biggest positive for me, is being able to help other people. Going through these experiences and all the experiences of my life, if nothing else, I can be able to help people with these experiences and everything I've gone through, because I can give them not, you know, what exactly they should do in the situations they've been placed in, but like, you know, tools and suggestions and advice on what they could do and what I did in the situation. And so, like I said, the reason I created this YouTube channel is because I want to help even one person. If I help even one person, then my job here on YouTube is accomplished. That's all I want. I just want to help people. And going through this experience and going through, okay, what is it like to have your first shot of tea? I know that. I can try to explain to somebody and give them options, because I didn't know you could take subcutaneous shots for testosterone. I didn't know that until I went into the endocrinologist's office and she was talking about it to me. So now I can give that as an option to someone so they can have the knowledge to then ask their doctor about it. And stuff like that. And like, it feels so good. I just love helping people. I love helping people in need, because I know someday if it were me, I'd want someone to be there to help me. This next one is probably another big one. It's my last one so I think I'm gonna end the video here because I'm rambling again. See what happens when I don't use my list? If you made it to the end of this video, thank you so much. I can't explain how much I appreciate it because we're going on like 30 minutes now, so that's great. But seriously though, I really appreciate everybody. I watch the views, and all of you guys are watching, and it makes me really happy. So I thought, sorry, there's another car going by, and I get kind of paranoid over here because I know I look like a freak, and not that I really care what these people think about me. I just don't want, like, nobody calling the cops and shit on me, you know what I mean? Anyways, okay, sorry, I'm ending it here. Today I want to bring something out of this, kind of a message. In the comments below, please give me one thing, one positive thing about anything. It can be about anything. Just one positive thing in your life, and why it's positive, I guess. I don't know. But give me one positive thing about your life and about you. Because we all have positive in us. We're all good people. Kinda. One good... Just... leave a comment below. One positive thing about your life and about yourself. And please, let's discuss this. Because again, if I made an ass out of myself, please tell me. If some of you can agree and relate, please tell me. I want to talk about this. Tell me positive things about your guys' journey. If you are trans, if not, then just tell me a positive, positive thing about your journey, just as a human in your life. So yes, I hope you all have a wonderful week. Keep your chins up. I love all of you. It is what it is, and we just gotta keep pushing forward, because that's what we do, right? We push forward, we evolve, we grow. That's mankind. So I think I'll end the video here. I've been going on almost 30 minutes now, so yeah, I should probably end the video here. If you made it to the end, I really appreciate it. I hope, this helped you guys, and again, if I made an ass out of myself, please let me know. Please let me know what I could do different, and let me know if you guys can relate to some of these. Also, in the comments, I want you guys to put down one positive thing about you and about your life. And I want to talk about this. Like, let's talk about the positives of being humans and just being alive. So yes, thank you for sticking with me. I love all of you, and I hope you all have a very wonderful week. Stay safe, as always. And yeah, just keep your heads up and keep positive. I love you guys. Later.